Let me take you to my dream destination, French Polynesia. This is how I made it on a budget, how I traveled all of the islands that I wanted, and this is my total budget right here. It's a luxury destination. People spend thousands and thousands a night, but you can definitely do it on a budget, and I'm gonna tell you how I did it. So you start in Tahiti, and this is the main island. You can get some really affordable places here. I was staying in this terrace, but it was super nice because this host, Eva, was so welcoming. She took me to the supermarket to buy some stuff, and then we went to their house. It was a terrace on a private house, and her and her mom started singing for me. They were so nice. That was my first contact with Polynesian music. I've always loved Polynesian music and traditions, and to be able to experience it in real life, it's just surreal. I got to see some Polynesian shows in a more traditional way, and those were amazing. But to be able to hear her sing, it was just so special. The next stop is Moorea, and to go to Moorea you actually get a ferry, and this ferry is less than $10. So you get the ferry from the Tahiti to the port of Moorea. It's very close. You can see Moorea from Tahiti, so it's around 30 minutes. The ferries are super nice. There's a restaurant inside. I honestly didn't know what to expect, but they are super nice. There's many pensions and, you know, low budget places. So the place that I'm staying here in Moorea, it's called Tamai Beach House, and you know, it's actually a very affordable accommodation. They have the common rooms, they also have private rooms. From Moorea I took a flight, and that was my only internal flight. I didn't want to spend money on those internal flights because the Society Islands that I'm traveling at can be done by ferry, although, you know, from Moorea to Bora Bora there's a big jump. So for that first impression of Bora Bora, I wanted to see Bora Bora from the plane. So I was looking at the window and I saw these beautiful waters and the lagoon and the volcano, and oh my god, that was the dream. I've always wanted to see this, like ever since I was a kid, and I was seeing it with my eyes. It was incredible. Definitely go there. I went there way in advance, hours before, and I never do that for flights, but I wanted to get, you know, there's open seating, so you can choose your seats. Sit on the left side. Now, if you're on the left side, you'll have the best views of the lagoon of Bora Bora. If you're on the right side, you will lose that. Bora Bora, oh my god. So I stayed here in a boat with this family, this couple with kids, and they hosted me in this boat. I could stay with them, and we sailed for 10 days. So from the 9th to the 18th, I was with them. 9th to the 14th, we stayed in Bora Bora. We did so many things. One of the things that I did on my own though was this day pass for a luxury resort. So you can book your day passes. You don't have to stay in those overwater bungalows resorts. You can enjoy the amenities on a budget if you get the day pass, and that's what I experienced that you can get for this price right here, which includes some meals, transportation from the port. It's pretty complete, and you can get the whole experience of being in the hotel without having to stay there. So to stay connected everywhere in the world, of course you need internet, and today I want to tell you about something that really saved my life during my whole 6 years traveling around the world, and this is eSIMs. I discovered this around 1.5 years ago, and it changed my life because no longer I have to go and hustle to find the local SIM card places. It can be a hassle. With eSIMs, you can just connect to internet even before going to the next destination. You know, when you land and you don't have internet and you start panicking and the airport internet doesn't work, well, with this, you'll arrive to the airport and the internet will connect itself. It's so good. So the eSIM that I use for unlimited data, it's called Olafly, and you can use my discount code right here, Fonsi Abroad, to get a discount. Or you can stay in pensions also in Bora Bora. You can get your own place in the main island, which will be cheaper definitely than the resorts. But yeah, Bora Bora, definitely a must do if you're coming here. And again, it can be done on a budget. If you're on a super budget, there's this place called A La Roots, which I haven't been to, but I was investigating it, and it has very good reviews, and it's this kind of hostel place, and the prices are really affordable. So it's definitely doable. The next thing is Maupiti, and Maupiti is like a smaller version of Bora Bora, It has everything that Bora Bora has, the volcano in the middle, the lagoon, but it's a smaller version, and it's just so beautiful. It's more local. There's no, overwater luxury resort situations here. This is more of a local island, so it's great if you're on a budget. You can stay in one of the hotels. Definitely book in advance because it's a small island. Then I took a ferry to go from Bora Bora to Maupiti. We went with boat. You can definitely get a flight or a ferry. It's not the most accessible island, Maupiti, so maybe if you're on a budget, just consider it and make sure to book in advance. From Maupiti, I took a ferry, and the ferry to Huahine was actually quite affordable, more than the flights. So it was like 3 hours, and I got to Huahine. Now, Huahine, it's like the most local place. You'll get to, meet the traditions. I stayed in this very remote place where I could just have a peace of mind, relax on the beach, and have the best island time that I needed. Because, after all of the boat adventures, I wanted a little bit of a calm time. So after Huahine, I head back to Tahiti just to get another ferry to Moorea, because it's that easy to go to Moorea. So I went to Moorea for a few more days because this time around I wanted to do something very special, and this is whale watching. I did it with this company right here, and it was one of the best experiences of my life. It's not the cheapest, this type of experiences, but if you're doing something, let it be this. If you're in humpback whale season especially, or you can do another, snorkeling tour, but definitely do it because the underwater of French Polynesia, it's what it's at. I actually bought snorkeling gear in the Decathlon. This is a pretty famous store in Europe, but they have it here too, and it's in Tahiti, in the main island. Make sure to buy all of the things that you need in the main island, because it will be more difficult in the other islands. Now at night, I got to see the traditional show at the Manaba Resort, and you can show up there, get a drink, and you get to see the show. So again, another tip for budget traveling. After Moorea, I came back to Tahiti, where I reconnected with some of the friends that I made along the way. And in Tahiti, I had more of a local time this time, and I had these incredible days there. It was my last days in this beautiful trip that was French Polynesia. And I can't even think, this has been the best trip of my life. It's been crazy. The dream has really come true, and it has done it in a way that it surpassed my expectations even. So amazing. Come to French Polynesia, please. Make sure to subscribe, give a like, and I'll see you guys in the next adventure.